Okay, so this is Kkaennip, or also known as Perilla. You can see the seed heads. It's early fall, and they're getting ready to drop those seeds. This plant will reseed, and we'll get another crop in the summer next year. So I'm going to show you how you just harvest the leaves, basically, and it's a very fragrant leaf, almost like a cross between basil and mint. There's another variety that I think is different, and this is generally used in Korean dishes. There's something else called shiso, which is apparently also perilla, but the edges here are much more ragged, I think. I believe that's the difference, but I also think the taste is different. The Japanese shiso has more of a minty flavor and is more of a garnish. This is about 2 years worth here, and I was just showing you the green one. There's also the red variety here that's a little bit spicier. And I'm going to show you how I like to prepare it. It's a vigorous reseeder, so hopefully we'll get even more next year. But this is probably my last crop for the year. To make your sauce for the Kkaennip, you're going to mix the soy sauce with the chopped vegetables and other ingredients. This is the red chili. It's not very spicy, but it will add nice flavor to the dish. And this is the green chili. So we'll cut those up. We have 2 green onions. Next step is to start stacking the leaves. So notice these are already stacked, and you want to keep that same orientation. I'm generally just going to try to do one pile, and these will eventually slowly sink down, and they'll be a fraction of the width that they are now as they absorb the marinade. So you're going to go 1. I usually do 3 leaves, 2, 3. Do a tablespoon. You have to really keep these oriented, because this is what people are going to take out. They're going to take it out by the stem when they eat it with the rice. And if you run out of the marinade or of the pickling sauce, then you can just take what's left over on the bottom in the container and start again. Just pour it out and start again. Okay, so I'm down to my last few leaves, but I've run out of the marinade. So what I will do now is I'll just tip this a little bit, like so, and then put it on top like that. So Also noticed that I had so many leaves that I needed to double stack these, so I have two rows of the Kkaennip. Helps to push down on it like this, gives you more space, and do that. Just about done here, and then we'll move to the pot. Okay, so we're done stacking the leaves, and we have the sauce at the bottom mostly, and I'm going to put this in a pot with water that's boiling, you know, probably come up to about here, and it will steam for probably about 15 minutes is about how long it takes to steam these down. Okay, the next step, you want to fill a pot about halfway up the bowl that you have the Kkaennip in and bring that to a boil, and once it comes to a boil, you want to cover it and let it simmer, and it's basically steaming the Kkaennip. Usually takes about 15 minutes, I believe, but you'll know that they're ready when you see that they change color from the green to like a grayish green color. And once that's finished, you want to put that in the refrigerator and let it marinate overnight, and it'll be good the next day. Okay, now it's starting to boil, so I'm going to lower it down to simmer and cover it. And basically let it steam. And we'll let that go for about 15 minutes. Okay, this is how it looks after almost fully steaming. You can see actually with this particular leaf right here how it's brownish. This is the color that it's going to be after it's done steaming. It's still green up here, so I'm going to let it steam for a little bit more, and then it'll go into the refrigerator. So the Kkaennip is done cooking. It took more like 20 minutes of steaming, and it's still hot. I'm going to let it cool off, and then it'll go into fridge, and we will eat it tomorrow. I have the finished dish. Notice how it's reduced down below the lip of the bowl. Spicy.